What's up, Ramblers? I'm gonna show you, I think I made one of the biggest mistakes of my life, and I'm gonna humble myself. There's a lot of hate coming out there for going, oh, they're going electric. Oh, they're changing things. They're going electric. Everybody's doing the electric thing. And you know what? I'm gonna sit on this channel and I'm gonna be the voice of reason. And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna tell you, guys, it ain't bad to go electric. I'm gonna be selling a vehicle in my fleet, and I may have made one of the craziest purchases of my life. Don't you dare ever bash electric stuff, because this thing has proved itself in so many ways today. I bought this truck, it's a truck, in California, and I'm driving it back home to Utah. And let me show you this thing, dude. First of all electric windows right here, electric floorboards. We got electric windows, guys. Check this out. Oh, jeez. There we go. Okay, one more time. Well, what? All electric windows, folks. Electric floorboards. I give you the Patriot XL. This here girl is now officially called the Patriot XL. Not to be confused with the Prospector XL, but she is a beauty. Did y'all seriously think I was gonna buy an electric vehicle? I used both to roll coal. If you're driving electric, guys, it's your defense mechanism on the highway. James Bond knew that. He had a smoke screen in his car. Stay tuned, because it's about to get crazy out here, and I'm gonna show you what's going on with this truck. Well, you guys, the most terrible thing just happened.
Man, so many problems looking on Facebook Marketplace at trucks. So
new piece of equipment to join the old fleet of some vehicles that run, some vehicles that don't, for the Rambling household. Behind you is my latest addition to that. As some of you might have seen in one of our other videos, we have a 2021 Ram 3500 Laramie Limited Longhorn Mega Cab on 37s, Carly Springs, Bilstein shocks. She's dialed, folks. She is a clean girl. And I've been thinking a lot now that we got the Motorhome and we got the Cowboy Cruiser. So I don't really have a need for a massive dually to tow a fifth wheel trailer. So this is my version of downsizing. This is a 2016 Ram 2500. It's got a 6.7 liter Cummins in it. It is a workhorse. This girl is such a beast. I've owned some cool vehicles in the day, but this one's pretty cool. For a 3/4 ton truck, I am stoked on this thing. She has not had a dime spared on her. She's got Carly suspension, 42-inch Nitto tires, trail ready bead locks. That's pretty cool because they're actually forged bead locks. They're super solid. They come in 20-inch rim. I've never owned anything with 20-inch rims before at all. That was too fancy for me. She's got AEV stuff on her. AEV, by the way, is American Expedition Vehicles. They make a version of a Ram 2500. Essentially, you buy the 2500, you send it to them. They charge you so much flipping money for this. Basically what this is it looks exactly like this. Look it up. It's called Prospector XL. They charge you a boatload of money and they deck that thing out to the nines just so people can take that thing in a mall parking lots and drive over curbs, or they can give it to their wife and say, hey, go through that Starbucks drive through with confidence, babe. Don't you worry about cutting that turn too close. This Prospector XL $150,000 truck will take care of it for you. Anyways, I decided to buy this thing because that's basically what this is, except a shop built it instead of AEV. But I don't need that AEV BS. I like this thing, and I got it for a smoking deal, folks. A smoking deal. So what this will accomplish, it'll allow us to sell our dually, will allow to get some money in the bank, finish another project that you may see shortly on the channel, a project that's been in the making for about 6 or 7 years, but this is our new girl. Boy, I tell you what, guys, this old girl drives like a dream. She just chug-a-lug-a-lugs down the road, which is crazy because, I mean, if you think about it, any of y'all that know anything about the struggles of pushing big old tires down the road at high speeds, she doesn't seem to bat an eye on it, which is crazy. I mean, it's pretty friggin' awesome. I mean, given she's a Ram and she's got a 6.7 liter Cummins in her, still California Cummins. We're fixing to make her a Utah Cummins here pretty soon. But we're fixing to put her on the program, folks. But she is pushing these 42-inch tires on these trail-ready forged bead locks like nobody's business. She just eats it up. I mean, we're doing freaking like 80 miles an hour down the road, no problem. Gotta love that, man. I love to see that. Anyways, no problems with this girl, to be expected, but we got a road trip ahead of us. Still got about maybe 8 hours to Utah, but while we're here, let's talk about the truck. So she's a 2016 Ram 2500. She's got a 8-foot bed. She's sitting on 42-inch tires, 20-inch beadlock rims. She's got PSC Hydro Ram Assist steering in the front, all Synergy off-road steering linkages. What else? Oh, well, there's a lot else. She's got Carly suspension. I think it's either a 3-inch or a 4-inch lift. She's got King 2.5s with the adjustable suspension, front and rear, adjust on the fly. She's got AEV bumpers, AEV high clearance fenders, AEV diff covers. She's got an 8 trans cooler, finned central like drain pan on it. What else? And she's got a bunch of stuff in here. She's got the old AEV, whatever this is called, light little bracket here. She's got your old regular old dash there. That might get changed out to like a big old 14-inch screen, make it look a little bit like my newer Ram that I have. She's got, yeah, a whole gambit of stuff. Full-size spare in the rear, which is pretty cool. Baja Designs lights all around. She's cleaner than a preacher's hands, I can tell you that right now. For a 2016, she is looking real good inside. Just looking real good. She drives like a beast. Jeez, man. Oh, here's the kicker. I've never had this on any truck ever. No, I've never owned a sports car, so I can tell you that. But she's got Willwood brakes on her, drilled and slotted rotors, 6-piston Willwood brakes. That's freaking nuts, folks. Those are some big old brakes to stop these big old tires rolling down this long, long road. And I tell you what, she sure as hell slams on the brakes if you wanted to, and she will stop on a dime. That is no exaggeration, guys. She will stop, which is good because these stupid drivers here out in California don't know how to drive. Well, not a whole lot of folks know how to drive nowadays, but I just had about 6 or 7 folks try to cut me off on the highway, try to squeeze between this thing and some big rig, and public service announcement, people. If you're driving on the road, don't be a dick, please. It's not cool. Nobody wants to see you drive like that. Have a little respect on the road, especially when you're, you know, whipping your hair back and forth in between these big rigs. These guys, man, you gotta give those guys some space, okay? And if you see any cool RVs, like the Cowboy Cruiser, or anybody like that pulling a trailer, just give them some room, let them over if they got their blinker on. You ain't got nowhere to be, and you sure as heck ain't gonna get there if you're doing 90 miles an hour bobbing and weaving in between traffic. But oh, shout out to Border and Custom. Woo, I love to see that. We love that. Those guys protect our borders, protect our country. We're big fans of those guys. Big fans of cops, and obviously we're big fans of firemen and first responders. I always love driving on the road. I always love driving on the road, especially the 15. We took this girl all the way home. For this weather, what a nice day to be on the road. What do you think about that? Real nice, real nice. Had to let the lettuce out, let the lettuce breathe a little, feel that nice California desert air in between all my follicles. Oh geez, yeah. Mrs. Ramblin' Mama always says that I'm losing my hair, that I got follicles that are falling out of my hair. I heard somewhere that higher testosterone you have in your body, the less follicles you have in this exact spot right there. That's what I heard. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but you know, that's a rumor that's been circulating around. I'm sure it came from some reputable source. Like, you know, you lose a follicle for each cool thing you do in life. That's probably it too. So I don't know. I'm definitely gonna go bald with the cool stuff I've done and fixing to do. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Well, out there in the distance, if you see it right there, that's what we call Calico Ghost Town. I can't remember when it was, but Calico Ghost Town was originally purchased by Walter Knott, which was the owner of Knott's Berry Farm, is the owner of Knott's Berry Farm, whatever. But he originally purchased that property over there, and it's a ghost town off the 15 in California. And basically, he kind of revamped it into like a little Wild West style town that you could come and visit. And what they would do is they would do, like, you know, little mock, you know, fake gunslinger stuff during the day, or you'd be in like one of the little stores getting yourself some sarsaparilla, and you know, a couple rough riders or outlaws would come in, and they would rob you, hold you at gunpoint, and ask for your sarsaparilla. I don't know, I think that stuff's pretty cool. There's a lot of Americana, a lot of old history on this 15. Part of it mirrors old Route 66, but it's been since been forgotten. Obviously, it's still a road you can drive on, but there's a lot of history out here. I mean, shoot, what else we got? I don't know, we got some weird stuff along the 15. But anyways, that's Calico Ghost Town for you. Little fun fact: there's a mine over there, and you can take mine tours, and you can go down at the old gold mines. There's also a lot of abandoned mines near and around Calico, out here in the California desert. But yeah, that's pretty cool too. So I don't know if you guys saw in that video, but right back there, what you call America's first water park, believe it or not. Back in the, I think it was the 1950s. Well, first of all, if you're ever driving northbound on the 15, you'll see a structure on your left-hand side, and basically you'll see a bunch of little buildings out in the middle of nowhere. They have a bunch of graffiti and other art on it, and then you'll see a little hill with some slides and stuff like that, and you'll think to yourself, huh, I wonder what that is. Is that just another forgotten relic of America's society? Or is that just a tweaker house for some meth heads? Well, you're probably both right, but that was originally America's first water park. And basically, it was bought in the 1950s, I believe. And the person that bought the land thinking, I'm gonna make a water park out here. And this is gonna be great. People are gonna come out here. And somebody got seriously injured and ended up dying at the water park. And so the water park got shut down. And that guy was, I think, sued or something like that. And he lost a lot of money. So he ended up having to go bankrupt. Sold the park. The second owner of the park couldn't pass safety requirements because I think 10-15 years had passed in between the exchange of hands of the property. Couldn't pass the safety concerns, and so he had to do some repairs and kind of revamp the park and get it to pass the regulations. So he did, and then I think a couple more folks died. Like 2 more people died on those big slides. Lawn darted themselves or something like that, and people passed away. But the history behind that's pretty cool. It had water slides, it had a lazy river, and it had a section of on the south part of the land where it was a lake essentially, where there was an island in the middle and you could ride these little jet skiing boats around and somebody could jet ski behind it. It was a pretty cool little concept from back then. But yep, so after the exchange of the second owner, after that happened, I think a third owner bought it like maybe 5 years ago or so and wanted to put a side-by-side / UTV off-road park thing there where people could race and there was a little track. I have no idea if that ever happened or if it's gonna happen, but it seems kind of like a far-fetched idea out here in the middle of, surrounded by off-road and desert. You know, why would you park in the middle of this godforsaken wilderness out here? I don't know. But fun fact, another piece of America's history on the side of the road left to be forgotten. But not by me, not by you guys. Now you know. So it's your obligation to tell others. Keep America's history alive, guys. Don't let it die on your watch. Just trying to make a sweet getaway. And if you know, you know. Go get him, OJ. Low gas. Not this guy. High gas. That's the only type of gas I have. Aliens. Government secrets, guys. No, I'm just kidding. That's a great example of somebody that had an idea and was like, hey, here's my idea. We'll spend a lot of money on it and it's gonna be good, but it's not gonna be as good like petroleum energy. I don't live in Nevada, so my taxes apparently didn't pay for that. Anyways, lots of money over there. There's solar generators that funnel the sun down to the ground, which charges all of the solar panels on the ground. But I was told that they might be discontinuing or decommissioning those things because they weren't doing too great. Go figure, but that's the way it is. Now, who says the desert doesn't get rain? This one apparently is. Oh, she just stopped. Well, that was short-lived. I think for a minute there it was raining sideways. What do you think, folks? Sure would be a bad time to be a Ford owner and have to pull over on the side of the road. The city of debauchery. Many, many lost souls come here to drown their sorrows and worries, to escape what they can't escape. It's not true what they say, folks. stays in Vegas does not always stay in Vegas. I wonder what she's selling. Oh, maybe it's like one of the makeup commercials. Like maybe she was born with it. Maybe it was, I don't know. How does that go? Maybe she was born with it. Maybe she bought it. Danny would know that. I think it's maybe she was born with it. Maybe she found it. Oh, hello, Mr. President. What's that? Oh, no, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. No, it's my pleasure. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually driving by right now. Yep. I'll show you. Freaking premium American diesel right there. Nice black asphalt. Just looks so nice and so clean, nice and graded. You know, it doesn't, it's not all rutted out and destroyed. People don't leave their crap everywhere around here. People clean up out here, take care of their livelihood, and they take care of the places that they visit. Also, check out this old girl, huh? Shoot, man, a lot of good fuel right there. Got nice red rock in the back. I do love St. George, but it's hotter than a whore in church right now out here. It is 112 degrees. We're gonna put some communist exhaust fluid in it, and because she's telling me she's low, and then we're gonna put some coolant in her, get her down the road. Mess around a little. All right, Ramblers, so we found ourselves a little dirt road over here. Nothing special, but I kind of need to rip a donut real quick just for my own sanity. Watch out for livestock, folks. Rodeo livestock. We're just messing around here now. Restricted access is open access. I have no idea what that means. Let's go see what we got going on back in here. Oh yeah, what a good spot. It's a great spot to rip a donut. Heck yeah. Well, made the last stop there. Hopping back on the 15 freeway. Had to stop and pull over and get me some OG Red Bull. You know, they say Red Bull's real good for your heart. That's what everybody says, so I'm gonna give it a shot. That and some, boy. Guys, I hardly eat, I don't eat sugar. So I don't really do the sugar thing. It makes me feel like a beluga whale. So this is gonna be pretty fun. Treat yourself. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, last stop. What a lovely lady. Shout out to the Sinclair, 4 miles south of Provo. I'm sorry, south of Fillmore, off the 15 freeway. What a nice lady there. She's a sweetheart. She was stocking shelves and throwing bottles on shelves and throwing cases like there's no tomorrow, and she had all that. It was very sweet. Didn't catch her name, but if you guys are ever in there, go say hi to her. She's such a sweet lady. Anyways, she was working hard. Final stretch till we get home, guys, but take a look at that. Boy, I tell you folks, these new emissions BS on all these diesel trucks really cramp the vibe of driving these trucks. I got like a message saying service DEF system, and I was like, all right, well, if I ever get around to it and God forbid something happened to that DEF system, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It says service DEF system. I got another message that says max speed, it'll limit its max speed to 5 miles an hour and 146 miles. You go right there. If you don't service your DEF. I don't know, I topped off with DEF from the pump. Maybe that's what the problem is. I don't know, that's beyond me. But either way, I got 84 miles till I get home, so that should be fine. But dude, that sucks. Imagine if I was like 180,000 miles or 180 miles from home. I'd be limping it 5 miles an hour. I wouldn't be a happy camper. Anyways, gotta love emissions. And I don't have a code reader, so I can't clear the code. Good times. Well, little did I know, this thing had a Bluetooth code reader in it. So that's pretty cool. I found it in the glove box. But troubleshooted the code. Jeez Louise, man, I swear. So when I got to the Maverick, I put a DEF in this thing, and in case you don't know what that stands for, it stands for Democratic Exhaust Fluid, Diesel Exhaust Fluid. Anyways, and so I put some in there from the pump on the Maverick. I mean, I don't know, I've been running pump Maverick DEF in my 21 for the last 4 years, and it hasn't thrown any codes. But I think I might stop doing that, or maybe the pump at the house is better. But anyways, it threw a code for that saying that it was going to go into limp mode in like 140 miles or whatever like that. Thank goodness I'm like 60 miles out from home. So anyways, it didn't like the quality of the DEF I put in it. So apparently Maverick DEF isn't good enough for this emission system on this truck. Man, it's just straight up communism. Straight up communism. Anyways, so tomorrow I gotta bleed and drain the DEF tank and put some True Blue official DEF fluid in there. Anyways, we're almost home, folks. We're about 40 minutes out. I can see the mountains. There they are. That's the Timpanogos Mountains over there. And then down in that little valley is Utah Lake. So we're about 40 minutes out. Man, would y'all just take a look at this old boy right here, huh? Look at that, huh? He's got himself some suitcase and baggage. This man's hauling some baggage. Watch out, ladies. He's got baggage. Wow, what a beaut. That girl is a beaut. classic, man. Love that. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. We have arrived to the Utah compound. It's really just a normal house in Utah, but we have arrived up to the Utah compound. I'm gonna show Danny what I bought. But yeah, hey, check out this, huh? Check this out. Fog lights. Boom, look at that. What do you think about that lighting package, huh? Pretty crazy. I think that'll do for what she needs to get done. Anyways, it's been a long day. Let's see what she has to say about this thing.
All right. He texted me and said he's pulling up. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous. This man has so many problems looking on Facebook Marketplace at trucks. So, never know what he's gonna bring home, unfortunately. Guess we'll find out. Okay, I think this is him. What is it? Looks like a Ram. His favorite vehicle. Uh-huh. Yep. Ah! Wow.
What are you doing out here?
Wow, babe.
Get my truck, old lady?
Wow. Two trucks next to each other. That one we're gonna sell. That one is the new one. Wow. Woo! Made it home.
Well, made it back home. Got the new vehicle and the Ram we're gonna sell. To God's country, and I'm pretty tired, so I think I'm gonna go home, retire. That was it, guys. Thanks for following along. Thank you for tuning in if you've tuned in this far, and can't wait to show you guys what we end up doing with this thing, and it's gonna be fun. Make sure you stay awesome and ramble on. See ya. This is my greeting every time I come home. Hello? Yeah! Whoa! Ow. Easy. Easy. Hey, whoa! Where'd he jump?